Hey, it's Jess and
Charlie
here from MCR Live, and we're at Dr. Festival in the wonderful Blackdog Ballroom. And our first interview of the day is with Hannah Georgas. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
So you playing in Ireland last night, you were just saying. And you're in Manchester now?
I did a few shows out there with a good friend of mine named Jen Grant, and we played Dublin 2 nights ago and Belfast, and it's just nice to be back on this side and playing again, because I had a little bit of time. I was playing shows in January and February, and now it's back. It's nice to be back here.
I mean, you played him not that long ago as well, didn't you?
I guess it was back in late November I was here.
Yeah.
And we actually played Manchester last week. So so it's nice to come back.
What's your favourite Manchester memories?
A really long time ago, I think it was back in 2013, it was the very first time that I ever played a show out here, and it was in a really small cafe. I can't remember what it was, but it felt really special and nice. And then I had a chance to walk around, and I found this really cool record store, and then in the record store there was like all kinds of different mugs, but had all great musicians, so I bought a Bowie mug, and that was cool.
I think that's one of the really good things about Dr. Festival as well, is that all of the venues are pretty much in the heart of like the Northern Quarter, where you can find loads of more shops like that. There's loads of record stores and
all shops. I would definitely recommend just kind of walking around and seeing what you can find. Just loads of cool independent places.
Cool.
So how long are you playing all 3 of the festival dates as well? Yes. Have you played in Nottingham and Bristol before, or would it be your first time playing in those dates?
I have played in both places. I was opening for a Canadian fellow, goes by the name of City and Colour, so I believe that I've played it's kind of blurry sometimes, but I've opened for somebody there.
I'm sure you gig a lot as well, and you probably forget a lot of the places that you've been to, right?
Sometimes tour kind of blends into, you do forget, and then you realize, or you play a show and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been here before, but you forget, which is kind of awful, but there's just a lot going on sometimes when you're on the road.
Where have you found the best music scene, kind of back at home, in the UK, anywhere in the world?
That's a good question. I think Seattle's kind of a great place. It feels really special being out there, and there's lots of things going on. And I spent a lot of time on the West Coast, living in Canada, and I kind of got to go through there in Portland, and it feels like there's a lot of stuff. And then I've recently been spending a lot of time in LA and feeling that the scene is just extremely inspiring, and there's lots going on, and it I feel like I might move there actually.
You've just gone a really good hike there and just think. It's a really good place to just walk and think, I think, and such beautiful views as well.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, I have that urge to be there because it's very musically inspiring, and it also caters to the fact that I really like what you said, to be outdoors and experiencing it.
Conscious place, isn't it?
And so you're much more of a traveller than I am as well. Like, I've barely been. It's awful how few places I've actually been to, like, outside the UK. Even within the UK, really, you've probably got a much better idea of the scenes than I do. So I've never been to Canada. Have you been to Canada before?
No, I would love to go. Like, it's one of my favourite. My cousin actually just went, and all of the pictures she was putting on social media have been killing me. Bears, wolves, everything. We have nothing exciting like that in the UK. We have a few lizards maybe and bad snakes,
badgers, foxes maybe. And what's the music scene like over in Toronto? That's where
I feel like Toronto's the spot for music. There's always stuff going on. I moved back to Toronto. I'm originally from just kind of north of the city, but there's always things to check out, lots of people in the music scene that are there to help, and it feels like in Canada that's the place.
Is there a sort of sound where lots of artists come out from? Because obviously the kind of music that you associate Manchester with is like rock and roll or like Britpop and stuff like that. Is there anything that you would sort of link to Canada?
It depends. It's like kind of who I hang out with is what I think it is, but I could be totally wrong. I feel like, bands that I love, there's a lot of electronic stuff is coming out of there that I think is really great. Bands like Holy Fuck, but they're a fantastic band from Toronto. And I don't know. I kind of pay more attention to that. Yeah.
If we went to Toronto, where would we go? Like, what's the best bar, best venue?
Okay, let me think. I like to just go to this place to hang out. Sometimes there's live music there, but it's called the Skyline, and it's really close to my house. But it's like more of a pub chill place to kind of have good conversation. But there's lots of venues. I like the Great Hall. It's kind of it's like a 600 capacity place that you feel like, I don't know, it's like an older building, and it's really nice. And then there's places like the Opera House and the Mod Club, and Massey Hall is a really important venue for Toronto. It's really, really old but gorgeous, and it's a really massive theater. And I just recently saw PJ Harvey there, and it was really spectacular. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff.
We have got some quick fire questions for you.
We're so in sync. I was just about to say about that as well.
We're too excited about this. Okay, so cider or beer?
Beer.
Camping or glamping?
What's glamping?
Oh, well, your answer to that one already.
Okay, camping.
It's like a fancy version, so you'll have like a nice kind of teepee and like a nice bed, a wardrobe, a mirror.
Or you might even just have a shower.
A carpet.
Okay, I'm going to take that.
Okay.
Wellies or no wellies? It's a normal festival. Have you been to like a muddy festival before?
Okay. Wellies.
I would say wellies as well. Glitter or no glitter?
Depends on my vibe, but probably no glitter.
No glitter.
Yeah.
In a city or a city in fields?
A city in fields.
Oh, wait, a festival in fields? That made no sense. A festival in a city or a festival... You couldn't have a city in a field, could you? That'd be a city. Or a festival in fields.
Oh, okay. I take the field option. Mm-hmm.
Gigs or festivals?
Am I playing or am I attending?
You're attending.
Wait, what's the question again? A gig.
What was it? Live music or recordings?
Recordings.
Dress up or dress down?
Dress down.
And finally, Manchester, Nottingham or Bristol?
Manchester.
Yeah.